What slows down electricity in a wire? How do resistors work? What even is resistivity? You'll know in under 5 minutes. A resistor is a component that limits electric current in a circuit. Resistance is described by Ohm's law, which tells us that the higher the resistance, the lower the current. But honestly, I think this picture explains it even better. So what defines resistance? It mainly depends on the material. Every material has its own resistivity. The longer the wire, the more resistance it has, because electrons have to travel a greater distance and interact more with the atomic lattice, which reduces current flow. But we'll look at that in a moment. Also, if the cross-sectional area of the wire is smaller, resistance increases because fewer electrons can pass through at once. Temperature plays a role too. The hotter the conductor, the higher the resistance. But why is that? Well, I've got a simulation to show you. Now, it's not perfectly realistic, but it's good enough to demonstrate. Let's set the temperature in the simulation to 10 degrees Celsius and watch what happens. As you can see, the electrons don't bump into the lattice much, and they move fairly smoothly. But when we increase the temperature, the atomic lattice starts vibrating a lot more. Electrons start hitting it more frequently, which slows them down, and as a result, less current flows through the wire. Now that we understand what resistance is and what affects it, let's take a look at resistors, the actual components we use in circuits. Resistors are designed to add a specific amount of resistance to a circuit. We use them for all sorts of purposes: to limit current, to divide voltage, to pull signals to ground or power in logic circuits. Some resistors aren't used to resist. They're used to create precision voltage levels, filter signals, or even act as sensors, like thermistors, or light-dependent resistors. You've probably seen these small components with colored bands on them. Those colors indicate the resistance value using the resistor color code. For example, brown, black, red means 1,000 ohms, or 1 kilo ohm. Resistors also come in different power ratings like 0.25W, 0.5W, or 1W. This rating tells you how much heat they can safely handle. If you push too much power through a small resistor, it can literally burn out because the electrical energy is converted into heat. There are also different types of resistors. Through-hole resistors, the classic ones with wire leads. SMD, surface mount device resistors, tiny ones used in modern compact electronics, and variable resistors like potentiometers, which allow you to manually adjust resistance. So next time you look at a circuit, remember, resistors are doing a lot more than just slowing things down. They're essential for controlling how electricity flows.